Maybe that's better. Yeah, that's super weird. Okay. Uh, the game audio is just actually muted, so that's why you don't hear that. I don't know if you can hear the game audio now. It should be playing. Okay, good. Good. Well, that's everything then. I'll be in my VC in my Discord if you want to join. I mean, yeah, if you want. But I think it's everything. I think it's tested. The only thing that might be broken is Discord audio, but it should work. It should. Keyword. Hey. Yeah, I'm good. It's fair. I think the Discord audio is not working, but I'm gonna fix that. A lot of the audio stuff breaks every time. Like, I didn't even restart my PC and I didn't restart OBS, but overnight it broke. So weird. I do use virtual cables for my mic, but like the Discord audio, I use the application audio capture, which is a beta feature of OBS, so it makes sense it would break. But the virtual cables, I don't think they should need to be reset, because I don't use the virtual cable for my stream. I use my mic audio directly. I just use the virtual cable to send my mic audio to Discord. But Discord doesn't need to be reset with that, so... No, I was thinking about it, but I didn't do it. I may still do it. Because the multi-streaming thing that I use, it's a plugin from Stream Elements. I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's like, yeah, it's SE Live, which is just Stream Elements Live. But the plugin allows you to stream a ton of different platforms, but it also allows you to have multiple different canvases. So I don't have to stream this canvas to like TikTok. I could do a vertical canvas because, you know, it's that platform. Same thing for YouTube Shorts. I could stream to YouTube, and I think YouTube Shorts at the same time, but I could be wrong. Maybe not because it's on the same channel. I say I'm just gonna remake the Discord capture again. Because even if I try to change the executable for it, it doesn't want to work. I'd had to do the same thing yesterday. It's... Alright, go ahead and say something.
Something.
Okay, yeah. Your voice is coming in on stream now, so that's fixed. Everything's fixed.
Nice.
Yeah, yesterday I spent like an hour and a half trying to figure out how to fix everything, so now I just kind of have it down, I think. We will see, though. So to progress the game, I have to go to the gym in this city. Unfortunately, I don't know where the gym is, so I gotta go look for it.
You don't go down any of those streets towards the center.
It might be down one of those areas, but I think this is it. Maybe we'll see. I really want to train my Pokemon more, but there's only like a really small sand area for me to train now. And to unlock more areas, I have to go to the gym and get a couple people to move out of my way so I can progress.
Okay. Well, you got XP share now.
No, I don't. I wish I did. That actually might...
Just give you one.
Oh. I was not paying attention. I clicked through a lot of the dialogue because a lot of the time it's nothing. Eventually I would have checked my items. I would have checked my items and gone, oh, I got an XP share. When did I get an XP share?
Right now, man. The old lady. She's got you.
Yeah. That's nice. I like in newer games like Scarlet and Violet, XP share is just a part of the game. I think some people complain about it, but I'm like, you do know you can turn off XP collection for individual Pokemon.
I did not know you could do that.
I
haven't played it.
You can in the new games, and I think that's just because they made XP share the default. So Twitch actually doesn't like having like multi-stream chat. Like they don't want to see your YouTube and Kick chat in their stream. It's against their terms of service. But if you're a small streamer, unless a ton of people come in and report you for specifically that, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay, mate.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Maybe just take the logos off, if you can.
Nah, it'll be alright.
Okay.
Maybe if I get more people, sure.
Yeah, you're right though. They're not going to bother with a smaller streamer.
So I was looking back at my Scarlet and Violet stream. My first one got like 30,000 views.
Yeah, we had a bit of an unfair advantage on that one though, to be.
Yeah, I did. But there's a new Pokemon game coming out towards the end of the year, so I'll definitely be playing that. Probably only on my YouTube and maybe Kick, but definitely not Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch will ban you.
Instantly. They did the last time. They didn't ban me, but they definitely like took down my stream and was suspended my account for a couple days or something.
You didn't heal before going in the building.
I didn't need to. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch. Because if I recall correctly, that's a normal type, which is weak to fighting. But it could be the other way around, and I'm just wrong, which would be bad. Nope, I'm right.
Got pimps left.
I don't know that Pokemon by name. Oh yeah, we're good. This will be easy.
So are you playing off the emulator right now? Or like, oh sorry, not the emulator, the capture on your screen.
Yes.
Right, okay. Because I see you got the DS in your hands.
I'm still using it as a controller.
Yeah, which is cool.
You can actually see it on here, but like I said, my first stream I was looking at this and I missed chats. It's just easier for me to look at the actual stream itself. Out of the corner of my eye I can see them. Yeah. Which, I mean, this is
when
fine.
I was streaming the Pokemon, when I was streaming my Switch, I used to actually just play off of the capture card.
I forget what...
On the Switch itself.
I forget what copycat does. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't think it's useful, from what I remember.
You can click on it now, right, and look at information. It should tell you.
Don't think so. I could be wrong.
Unless that's a newer game option.
Yeah. No, not useful. I don't want it. It's literally self-explanatory. It just copies your opponent's last move. But not all moves can be copied, but most can.
Oh, fair enough.
If it was fighting type, like an actual offensive move, I would have taken it. Oh, he's evolving already? That's nice. He evolves not off level, he evolves off friendship, which is so dumb.
I was gonna say that sounds lame. That's Lucario, right?
Yeah, or happiness, whatever you want to call it. Which basically, how that works is the more you battle with him, the closer of a bond he develops with you, and is happier and closer friendship, and you know, cheesy generic anime shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Me first. Is that a priority move? I feel like that's a priority move.
Sounds like it would be one.
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna look it up, but I think I'll replace quick attack with that. Ah, that is so niche. Yeah, I don't want that one either. What it does is it's literally the same as the last move. It copies the enemy's move with a caveat. You have to be faster than the enemy, but if you are faster than the enemy, then you use their move with 50% more power.
Okay.
But if you're not faster, it doesn't work, and you've wasted a turn.
Oh, that sounds stupid then.
Well, I mean, you should.
There you go. It is there.
It's true. First, okay, me first. Yep. That's good to know. At least I can look at things. My brother was complaining about my camera yesterday whenever I went to go over to his house. He was like, "You're too far away. I can't see you." I was like, "Good. I don't want to be seen."
I could see that being a complaint, sure, but I don't think it's that big of a deal.
No. Yeah, I think part of the reason he was complaining, A, he was pretty drunk and high, and B, he was on a phone screen for the most part. He said he also used a tablet, but I think that was also kind of small. The smallest screen I had, because I broke it yesterday while rearranging my camera because of what he said, was 28 inches, and to me it looked fine on that screen. But I'm quite upset that that monitor broke, but I mean, it's not a terribly big deal. I still have the other two. It is what it is.
It sucks that you broke a monitor though.
Yeah. You've seen my my about section on Twitch, right?
Possibly. You must have updated. Oh, you've updated it a lot. Okay. Yeah, nice. All of the images are spelled correctly. That's good.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna use the business one. No.
That one was bad.
Yeah, that was terrible. The only thing I want to add to my about section maybe is the consoles that I own and might be playing.
Yeah, I think that would be good. People love the technical details.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see so many people put their PC specs in their Twitch about. I mean, you know, obviously I did, but the difference is that's one of my hobbies is I build computers.
It's to save people asking the same fucking questions over and over again.
Yeah, that does get annoying. We'll
Of
be
course,
seeing you.
nobody ever actually looks down there.
I think a couple people do. Like me personally, I look at people's about sections if I really am interested. But nowadays, I notice most of the time it's fairly empty, especially with bigger streamers. They just seem to not care.
Probably because people will keep asking the same fucking questions all the time.
I think they, even whenever you put stuff in your about section, people just don't read it.
Well, you do need to update it so you can get rid of the fucking screen you broke.
Yeah. I might replace it, but not right now. I don't have any money. Actually, I was talking with my dad last night, and we were talking about me possibly going bankrupt. So that might be the best option for me.
Oh, make sure you get the proper advice, mate. I don't know how it works in the US.
We would have to go talk to a lawyer first, and the lawyer would advise us, but the lawyer would also take care of the process. It may not be the best option, but the lawyer would tell us.
Lawyer or financial advisor, though?
Probably both, honestly.
You want a financial advisor. Because, like I said, I don't know how it works in the US, but in the UK, when you start taking measures like that, it fucks you over for at least 6 years.
Oh, in the US, it's 10 years.
Oh, there you go. It's even worse.
Yeah. Your credit score tanks for 10 years. It's on your record for 10 years. And having it on your record means your credit score is pretty much going to be fucked. And in the meantime, you can do things to bring it up. It probably won't go up, though, until after those 10 years, whenever it gets taken off your record.
Yeah, exactly. And it just, like, makes you sink into a hole because there's no point doing anything to make you go up. It also means you'd probably have to live with your parents for another 10 years.
No, I could get a place. It's just that I couldn't get a mortgage.
You think you get a place though with credit?
Yeah. It wouldn't be terribly easy. I mean, renters look at your credit. But the other thing is, I also have a girlfriend. She has a much better credit score than I do. Well, not at the moment, but if I did that, she would.
Oh God! Yes, you'd have to go bankrupt for a better credit than you. Okay, that's not a good sign either, though.
Well, it's just I literally can't afford it. So if I can't afford it either way, and then I am not able to pay my bills one way or another, my credit score is going to tank. So I might as well wipe the debt out.
Yeah, potentially.
Because being able to, like, not literally snap my fingers and make 16 grand of debt go away, but you know, essentially. Where did that XP share go? Have I passed over it?
I have no idea.
It is. It's right here.
Oh.
Oh.
This is the same girlfriend as last time.
No. Me and Jolene broke up a long time ago. Well, I dumped her technically, but that's a complicated story.
Well, I don't expect you to stream it. All I will say is thank fuck for that.
I don't mind streaming it. I mean, honestly, not that many people are watching, if anybody. I don't mind a couple people hearing the story. But first, I want to equip this onto a Pokemon. So this is an XP share, not an XP all, which is actually what I want. So I can give this to a certain Pokemon, and they'll get a share of any battle I'm in. But I want the XP all, which gives your XP to all of your party. I probably won't be able to get that till later on, but that is one of the items I want to pursue. Oh, actually, that might be a bad idea. We'll see.
I imagine you don't want to be ripping off XP onto a Pokemon unless it's something you really want to keep, because then you're just nerfing the ones you have.
No, I like my Pokemon now.
When's your team UI in the bottom left update? When does your UI in the bottom left update?
I have to manually update it, so whenever I do it. But I can do it in real time. I have to go to my OBS. It's a Python script.
Okay.
If I go to tools, scripts, it's under there, and then I enter in the national dex number for whatever Pokemon it is. So like my first party member, which is the water starter, it was Oshawott, I can't remember his name now.
Let's do what now?
Yeah, because of so his as Oshawott, his dex number is 501, but going the next evolution is just 502, so that's simple. But if I completely swap out a member, like my fire Pokemon, I had to go look up that number because I don't have it memorized. Some Pokemon players have it completely memorized. I don't think I'll ever get that far.
Please don't. You have more of a life than that, I'm sure.
I'm unemployed.
Yeah, but you could do better things with your time, man. Better things. So your Duat and your Lucario need updating. I'm not familiar with this gen, so I only recognize graph anyway.
Actually, yeah, my Lucario does need to be updated. I did not think about that.
Yeah.
Even though he literally just evolved. He's number 4. Yeah, he's number 4 in my party, so there we go. There he is. Oh, he's sunk into the ground. And
your Duat.
Yeah.
Number 1 on your UI on the bottom left. But number 6 in your actual party.
I am going to unlock the party folder and shrink them a little bit. Yoink. A little more. Yeah, that's fine. I'm still going to move them around individually, though. So let's see. Number 5 is Mareep.
Oh,
nope.
That one's incorrect, is it? Okay.
No. That's correct. I just need to move the position around. Instead of doing it by cursor, I do it manually with transform by the numbers. So, and I use my arrow keys. I try to make them all stand on the same level of ground.
That's gonna suck when you have a tall one like Lucario.
Yeah, that's why I shrunk them. I'm just like, I don't want to shrink them, but it's all right. One of the complaints, other complaints my brother had is he was like, the Pokemon don't need to take up a quarter of your screen. I'm like, they don't need to, but I would like them to. And most people who stream with this plugin, they do have them take up like a quarter of the screen. Is that a little unnecessary? Sure. But I think it's fun.
Well, that's the important thing. You do you, man.
Aside from my camera size, he was also complaining about like the DS size, and he was like, why do you need the second screen? I'm like, because it's a DS, you use the second screen. It's important to see. It's not so important it needs to be the same size as the main screen, but it needs to be there.
Oh man, got a lot of opinions.
My brother?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think he's just trying to be helpful. Like I said, he certainly wasn't exactly sober during that conversation, so I take everything with a grain of salt. Oh, I got sidetracked. I need to... where is it?
Yeah, the otter and the sheep.
The sheep should be updated.
Is it? I can't fucking tell, bro. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, it's Flaffy. I already updated them yesterday because they did evolve once. Originally it was Mareep, and now it's Flaffy.
What about the fucking otter? That guy doesn't look right.
No, the otter's right. Yeah, if I pull up the summary, it's easier to tell.
Oh, he is wearing the skirt. Okay. He's got the Super Saiyan skirt on.
Wait, what? The Super Saiyan skirt?
Yeah, he's got those like fucking
I think I know what you're...
pads.
I know what you're talking about, and it is genuinely hard to tell from the sprites, but those are actually like seashells.
Oh, okay. I was just looking at your UI in the bottom left.
Yeah, it is small, but
It looks like the Dragon Ball Z armor.
it does, now that you mention it. I'll never unsee that now.
You need to get like a little scouter and put it on the otter's face. What's his power level? That was the one anime I actually watched a fair bit of.
Okay. So last time I went back and I rewatched some of my like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet stream because I had forgotten a lot about the game and actually how to be good at the game. I still have a lot more to learn and remember. But you were in there for a good part of it, and I kept saying like IVs and EVs, and I don't think I ever explained them. I don't know if you care to learn about it.
I don't even remember what that's about. Eevee's a fucking Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what you said the last time.
Oh, there you go.
But the thing is, I never elaborated. I never elaborated on it and tried to explain it. So IVs and EVs, like IVs are individual values and EVs are effort values. So whenever I go to like one of my Pokemon, for example, let's see, my starter, if I go to the summary, and then I go down, those are the, like, its total stats, but the stats are calculated based on the individual values. Individual values are based on the Pokemon itself, like the Pokemon as an individual. So like Oshawott, it's no matter which Oshawott you have, whether it's the one you start with or you go catch a new one, its individual values are always going to be the same for that Oshawott as far as I remember. And then your effort values are your training values essentially. So whenever you go kill Pokemon, not only do you level up, but the type of Pokemon you kill, they have an EV stat yield. So say I go kill like 10 Lucarios, they give, each one of them will give you like 2 special attack points, and then when you level up you get them, or something like that. I can't remember. So not only do you, like, leveling up all around will give you stats no matter what. It'll level up all your stats, but based on what you've killed, certain stats will go up more than others.
Oh shit, okay. When the hell did they implement that?
That's always been a thing. That's been a thing since Gen 1. It's just that
really?
Nobody knew about it, and nobody really cared about it for Gen 1. You know, a couple of like really nerdy people did back then. But the main reason I think most people didn't care is battling wasn't like an online thing yet. Most of the time, you know, it was local. And Pokemon, the storyline was so easy, especially you got a psychic type, you got an Alakazam, you're set. That's all you need. And
trade for Alakazam though.
I know, but
and hope the fuck you traded it with, gave it back.
Hold on. So this is my modded Game Boy Advance SP, and it does actually have a real cartridge that I've also modded with it's all aluminum, right? Hold on.
Game Boy Advance SP. Bitch, I did it on the original Game Boy.
So, that dates you.
I am an old fuck, I know. I know. When I was lucky, I got a Game Boy Color.
So, I have a trade cable, I have 2 Game Boys, and I had a Game Boy game, other ones. I had red, I had yellow, I gave yellow to my girlfriend, red I gave to my brother, because he also has a red Game Boy Advance SP. My girlfriend has a black one. But since I have 2, I traded with myself, and that's how I got my Alakazam.
Well, I wasn't lucky enough to have 2 Game Boys. I had to trade it with guys at school and hope.
I actually had 3.
Damn.
But one of them, like I said, was my brother. Did I explain that about my brother, by the way? What happened there? So when we were kids, kind of, at one point he gave me a lot of his consoles and a lot of older Pokemon stuff, a lot of merchandise, like that Pikachu up there. That was his. He gave that to me. Because for the longest time, period in his life that was less stable, he was like, I'm not going to be able to take very good care of this stuff. And he's like, I know you take very good care of things. So can you hold on to them? Can you watch them? More or less at the time, to me, it seemed like he was like, I'm giving these to you. And then eventually he came back into my life recently. Well, he's been around. It's not like he left. Make it sound like he's a father that went to the fucking gas station and never came back. No, he's been around. But he came to me recently and was like, hey, I kind of want my shit back. So, even though that was like 5-10 years ago, I was like, okay, fine. Here's your consoles back. Here's the merchandise. Here's the Pokemon cards. Here's everything back.
Aww.
So, I'm down a lot of my consoles at the moment. Like, I don't have my, his GameCube anymore. The original Xbox is gone. His Game Boy, most of it was pretty much all the games that I had for it were his. The only one I kept is Blue. That's the one I have a save file on, and he didn't have Red, which he prefers anyway, so I gave him Red. But he has Red, Silver, Gold, I think Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I don't think he has Crystal. He has Leaf Green and Fire Red as well. So with those and other Game Boy games, I was like, this is fair.
How much did you charge him for 10 years storage?
Not a dime.
You're a nice brother.
I was
made a dent in your debt.
Possibly, especially with the value of the Pokemon cards. Who knows? I didn't ever look through them. I don't. He didn't even ask for the Pokemon cards. I just gave those to them because I didn't want him to ever come back and ask for the stuff again. I just was like, I want this to be a one and done. Either I'm holding it or I'm not. Anyway, so I just looked it up for the XP all, and not only does it spread the XP evenly among your party, but it also puts the effort values evenly to your party, which is a big oof. Whenever I was doing Scarlet and Violet, I went out of my way to EV and IV train the Pokemon, but there were also a lot more items to use to just boost your stats instead of going out and killing specific Pokemon. But I believe that is also something I did. I've done that in Pixelmon, which is a mod for Minecraft that, it's just Pokemon in Minecraft. I've perfected my EVs and IVs. I explained how the moves work, right? Like say I go to my stats and there's attack, special defense, regular defense.
Mm-hmm.
So there's certain moves that are going to be classified as attack or special attack, which the classification, like, I don't know. I don't know what Razor Shell does.
You don't know what Razor Shell does?
I mean, I specifically what kind of move it was. I'm trying to find a good example here. Okay, so this is a fighting type move, but say this was like a fire type move where, like, say the Pokemon coats its fist in fire and then it punches the enemy, right? Because the Pokemon itself is still making physical contact with the other Pokemon, that is a physical or normal, like, regular attack move. It's not special attack, even though it's a fire attack. It's still a regular attack. It's not special attack. But if the Pokemon isn't actually, like, making physical contact, and I have a better example of this up in my party. My fire Pokemon. If I'm using Ember, which is literally just it spitting like fire at the enemy, it's not making physical contact, it's shooting fire, so that's why it's special attack.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
So based on the individual values of the Pokemon, you have to kind of find moves that go along with the individual values, and then also train your effort values to match to basically have an effective Pokemon.
And then going fucking online turbo loading, sure.
Well, I think also for the story, because some Pokemon games can get to be really hard. Some Pokemon games are really easy, like X and Y. That was a fucking cakewalk. Oh my god. But I've heard Black and White are really hard, and there's actually a mod. So they remade Diamond and Pearl, which I believe was the previous generation of what I'm playing now. But there's a mod that somebody made because apparently the remakes were terrible. They were super easy. They lacked like features. A lot of people thought that the original games were better overall. I don't know. I haven't played the original and I haven't played the remake, so I can't say. But I'm trying to think of the name of this mod now. Hmm. Oh, it's called Luminescent Platinum, which takes the remakes and it mods them into a super hard fucking game. It also adds a lot more Pokemon and features back into the game. And I think eventually I want to go play that mod. It sounds really fun, but it also sounds really difficult. So in the meantime, I got to learn how to get good at Pokemon games again.
Well, you're taking it far more seriously than I ever did. I just went with what sounds coolest.
That was the thing that somebody had, also, hold on. This audio is bothering me. Maybe it's just because I've been sitting in here for too long. But that looping over and over is getting on my nerves.
Oh, well, keep clearing.
For
I do have to disappear shortly, though. I got work tomorrow.
Fair enough. It is late for you. No, I was talking to a friend in here yesterday, and he was like, well, what kind of style do you play for Pokemon? And I was like, I don't have a specific style to play. I just pick Pokemon up along the way and train them a little bit, and normally I make it. Because honestly, the story and regular part of the Pokemon games, they're not that hard.
That's true.
As long as the Pokemon are cool, I mean, it's fine.
Exactly.
I'm a little more worried with...
Cool, and you've got type coverage. That's really the only two things.
Yeah. I think type coverage was a lot easier in the earlier games, but as time went on, they just have so much type variation that you can't have full type coverage in your party. You can look ahead and know what the gym leaders are going to be and then cover yourself based on that. But if you don't know, like, this is a blind run for me. Like, I don't know what the future gym leaders are or what they have. I don't know what to prepare for. I don't want to spoil the game either. You know, I like surprises.
Yeah. If you can't cover everything, just cover what's cool.
More or less. I always, no matter what Pokemon game I'm trying to play, I always have fire, water, grass, a flying type, electric, and the 6 Pokemon typically is what I switch out game to game. Sometimes it's ground, sometimes it's rock. I think those are, yeah. Those are 2 different typings, which surprises me.
Does this game predate like the double typing of Pokemon?
No, I think there are a couple Pokemon that have double typings. And that's actually a fairly good point. So whenever I was doing Pixelmon, I did an entire water team because water types are my favorite. But I had double typings for every single one. So I had a Pokemon that was, oh great, a bot is here. This happens every day. At least once.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Man, banned. So I had a Discord notification. It's probably nothing. I have 100 Discord servers. Yeah, it's nothing. I did not mean to pick that. Oh well. I was say, please don't wipe my team. I'm surprised I didn't kill him. So whenever I was setting this stream up, I had to do a little bit of research on how to get the screens to be perfectly 4:3, like they were for the DS. Because it's actually displayed on a 16:9 widescreen. So the
yeah, I remember you showing me. Yeah.
The trick to it is you take the what is it? Not the horizontal pixel width of the screens. You times it by 3, divide it by 4. But because each one of these is on the same screen, but it's just cropped, you have to take the height and times it by 2 because half the screen is missing. It took me forever to figure that formula out. But now that I've learned it, I've memorized it.
So you actually just resize them to a specific pixel size rather than just drawing a box.
Well,
That
no,
would be nice.
I draw the box first, and I get the rough size that I want, but I have to resize the, like, I can keep whatever horizontal width I chosen, but to get the vertical width just right to match a 4 by 3, I have to do math,
Mm.
which is fine. I don't even know if I beat everybody up there. I think I did. I want to go heal my Pokemon. No, so whenever I'm playing, I'm actually watching the stream the actual stream itself. Like I can see my camera, I can see the live chat in the middle.
Hmm.
I think it looks good.
Oh yeah, no, I think it looks great, dude. I think it's a fun layout for what you're doing.
I don't know if I told you this, but certain things I actually made myself, like the badges with the little black silhouettes. I made that all by myself in Photoshop. Um,
I remember you saying, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's cool.
for never having used Photoshop before, I think I did all right.
Yeah, of course, man. It looks good, and I like the way they pop in and out. That's fun.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to automate it. Same thing with like my party updating. Because having to stop in the middle of the stream and update it's kind of, it doesn't take forever, so it's not the worst thing. I
You can do it at the same time as when you're celebrating.
That's true. Also, feel free to dip whenever you need to. I don't know how much longer you got.
Well, I mean, it's not like I have an absolute deadline, but I probably will in the next like 10 minutes or so.
Fair enough. I can just walk into any building and just take the elevator. That's cool. Probably will be a while before I accidentally come across the gym, but... Oh, they did the same thing in other games. Hold on, wait,
Oh, it's
what
Game
is?
Freak.
That's
Join
relatable.
offices.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
done it in other games. What was it? I think in Gen 1, there is Game Freak in there as well. But if you've captured like every single Pokemon, you've completed the Pokedex and all that, if you go to a very specific person within Game Freak, they give you a reaction. They're like, wow, we never expected anybody to do this, you fucking loser. But if you have a Poke printer for your like Game Boy, like the Game Boy printer, we'll print you out an official certificate. And if you hook it up, it does.
Yeah, that is funny. Oh dear. Oh, there were plenty of people at my school who did 150. I don't think I ever bothered.
It's 151 actually.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Mew as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I say I have a poster with all the original 151 up here. I have a slanted wall. I have tons of posters.
You didn't have missing number though?
I actually I've never caught missing no because it bugs the game, but I have fought missing no and I've used it to dupe items. I will admit that.
Hmm.
You can dupe anything. You just have to put it in the right slot. You can dupe rare candies, master balls, anything and everything. You can get like 100 of instantly.
Yeah.
It's definitely cheesy.
That's cheating.
Yeah, it is.
My friends used to do it. I never did it though. I still
I
went to a goody two shoes.
I've done it. I mainly did it for the Master Ball because I was so upset that like the game doesn't give you more than like one Master Ball. Which is just kind of shitty in my opinion. I don't want a ton of Master Balls, but like give me like 2 or 3 at least. Come on. There's legendary Pokemon I could use to catch that with.
Yeah, the fucking birds was such a pain in the ass to capture.
Yeah.
Oh, that Clefairy just fucking shout on your face.
One of my biggest pet peeves in Pokemon is event Pokemon, where it's like you have to be at this specific place at this specific time, and it's a one-time thing only. So if you missed it back 10 years, 20 years ago, you're good fuck, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I get it. But that's like manufactured FOMO, man. It's to make sure you're on their game doing their thing. That's what they
Yeah,
want.
I get why they did it. I just all this time
So then they can
later.
go to their shareholders and say we had shitloads of people playing this quarter.
I feel like that's more of a problem nowadays than it was back then. More
It was
companies
always
appeal
an issue.
to their shareholders now. Well, yeah, it was always an issue.
But as you say, it's definitely worse now.
A little bit too worse.
Yeah, that's why we have so many shit games out there.
So that one of my Pokemon, I don't remember which one it was, but I was looking at it last night. One of them, it's like special attack is super low, but it only has special attack moves. No, it's this one. It's my fucking grass type. It only has well, except tackle, but that's terrible. So even though I'm a higher level and this is a type advantage, it may not do that much damage. No, okay, it wiped.
To do some EV training then.
Yeah, that or I need to get attack moves because if the IVs are high in attack, it's not great to go against the IVs for a Pokemon.
Well, can't you just capture another one?
Well, the IVs are always the same because it's always going to be a Swaddle. I could get another grass type. But again, even if I go out in the wild and I capture the same one, just a new one, its IVs are always going to be the same. But you're right, I could EV train it.
But as you said, there's no, you don't want to go against the IVs.
There is also a limited number of EVs you can train your Pokemon with. I forget what it was. It was like 250 or something. There's a limit. I don't. There's a limit per stat, but there's an overall limit as well. Panseer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll switch.
That's a fire type, I think.
No, Panseer is a fire type.
So I said.
I thought you said flying.
No, why would I say flying?
I don't know.
Panseer. That's how you cook steak.
Yeah. No. If you want to cook a really good steak, you baste it in butter. Lots of butter. It's not healthy, but boy, is it good.
Yeah, after you sear it, though. In a pan.
You do both. Actually, no, you're right. You're right. Has it been that long since I've made a steak?
Apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta put some color on it before you bake it, otherwise the little butter will burn.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Man. It's been years. And and to think I went to culinary school. What a disappointment.
That is funny, actually. But you know, I mean, in a way, it's reassuring because you're not serving the inmate steak then.
No, we were serving them bologna for the most part. You know, ironically, I'm gonna miss some of the inmates. Just talking to people.
Sure.
You know, it's not like I knew what a lot of them did. And some of them, even though I knew what they did, some of it wasn't terrible.
Well, I guess that depends on your perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure the victims of said crimes would disagree with you. It was bad enough for prison, though. It's got to be bad.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The American justice system isn't perfect. There are people that were in there that, you know, I admittedly, it's not like I went up and checked into their stories or anything. I, you know, heard their side of things. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But there were some people that were in there for, like, using a gun in slightly the wrong way. So then it technically wasn't self-defense or something like that. You know, it depends on what state you live in here. Laws differ. And there's some people that were just passing through Missouri that happened to break the law and get caught here in Missouri, but doing the same exact thing back in their state. It isn't against the law. And they didn't know that it was against the law here in Missouri.
Oh, that sucks. Is Missouri a stand your ground state?
I believe so, yes. We are more of a conservative Republican state, so typically our gun laws are more relaxed. I think we even have open carry. Don't quote me on that. I've never owned a gun, never touched a gun. Not because I don't want guns or don't like them. It's because my parents are very far left-leaning liberal Democrats that don't like guns.
I would totally own a gun if I lived in the US.
Someday I will. But probably after I move out.
Probably a good idea, considering who you're living with.
Before I move out, though, I'll probably go to a gun range and, you know, fire one and learn gun safety and stuff like that.
I'm sure they'll be pleased to hear that you're doing that.
Well, I don't think anybody should own, or really, I mean, up to them, you know, do what you want. But I think it's good practice to, like, take a gun safety class if you don't, if you literally don't know anything about guns like I do. You know? I've never touched a gun. I don't think it's a good idea just for me to be given one without being taught at least how to use it properly.
Oh, no, you should definitely do that before you get one, yeah. I agree with that.
I don't think it should be, like, mandatory. I just think it's good practice.
I don't know what I joined to.
We're talking about guns.
I was going to say, I saw you were streaming, joined the stream, and heard someone say something about going to a range and shooting a gun before they move.
Yeah, I've never shot a gun.
Oh, wait. I figured you would have had to for your last job.
No, because I was not a guard. I just worked in the kitchen. The guards did have to shoot guns. They had to do shotgun training. They actually had to meet a certain level of accuracy with the shotgun and rifle. No, I never got to touch a gun for my job. I did get to see them occasionally, but usually at a distance.
Yeah. Chef, he used knives.
Yeah, I'm much more skilled with knives. Time to move to London, huh?
Yeah, you'd fit in bloody well in London.
I don't know
You
about
fucking
that.
pussy-hole. I don't know, though. I think the Roman would scare you off.
I saw somebody, I think it was probably a meme. Just like a joke, it wasn't serious, but somebody was like wearing chainmail underneath their clothes because they were about to go into London, and I'm just like, Jesus. It'd be effective.
Absolute meme.
It'd be effective.
Meme. Yeah. I mean,
That's a
there's
good
no
idea.
crime in London.
Maybe I'll have to send my friend that lives in the UK, just literally send him a thing of chainmail and tell him for if you ever go to London.
I'm about to say, Dinosaur here lives in the UK, right?
Sure do. Fucking well away from London, though, thank God. London for me is the place I pass through.
You're more southern London, or southern UK, right?
Sure. Yeah, why not? I've lived in the south for a long time.
I was going to say your accent sounds more southern.
I did not.
Notice.
I'm about to say I would never have noticed. I didn't even know there was a difference. It's not like for me. It's not like here in the U.S. where you go like south and you get like these hicks and hillbillies.
It's the same here, dude. Except we're much more compact about it. You can go to the next town over and get a different accent sometimes.
As I yeah,
I do not speak the accent of where I live right now. I am an outlier.
I was going to say the southern has, I feel like, a little stronger accent than north, because I've got friends in both, and the ones that live up north don't sound nowhere near as British as my friend that lives down south does.
Yeah, that's because they're not quite human. They're like a subspecies of human, barely qualify.
Well, that's why I was kind of figuring you were
here's the gem.
Southern.
Oh my God,
your accent was stronger.
Yeah, if you're up north, speak like that. Don't pronounce all your T's. Going down to the shop. Going in car on the road.
I think I remember this bitch being in the anime.
Can you stream on Discord?
Oh yeah.
All right, sweet.
Oh,
thank you.
I fucked up. I forgot to hit record. Oh well.
Hey, aren't you glad I said something?
What are you recording? What, for YouTube?
In case I no guarantee I will, but I may edit it down into like a Let's Play series. We'll see. I need to learn video editing first with DaVinci Resolve. But I have OBS set up to record everything on different tracks, like the mic, Firefox, Discord, the game. Everything's on a separate track, so I can edit things in and out as I need to.
Right.
I really only have... Sorry.
I was just going to say best of luck with that.
Are you getting off?
I am actually, yeah. I need to go to bed. I got work.
All right, well, I'll be on tomorrow. Have a good night, though. And
Yeah, thanks, man. I'll catch you if I can.
thanks for stopping in. It's been fun.
Yeah, always
See
pleasure,
you,
man. See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye, mate. Bye.
Yeah, I still feel like shit, so I'm not going to get back on PC and that, but I'll definitely hang out for a bit.
That's fair. I was going to ask, where's the gym? But I just found it, so we're good. I needed to talk to him first, and then I go down to the sewers, I believe.
Yep. Bring ground and psychic moves if you have any on any of your Pokemon, because there's a lot of poison types.
Nope, I'm out of luck.
Oh, you got your Lucario, I see.
Yes, I did. They evolved at like 17. It was fairly early.
Yeah, you must have had your friendship up pretty high.
I mean, I have been using him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you know the new remakes on the Switch, like Shining Diamond, Brilliant Pearl. Have you heard of a mod called Luminescent Platinum?
No.
You should look into it. It looks super fun. I want to do it. It looks really fucking hard.
Is it a mod for the Switch? Or?
I think so, yes. It basically, it takes, I don't know which game ROM. Maybe either one. I don't know. Maybe it's, you just download it. I don't think that would be allowed because they'd be redistributing, Game Freak's game assets and they'd be on that shit. I assume you take their stuff and you mod your own game. I don't know. I have to do more research into that part of it. But it takes the remake and makes the third game, obviously, but it makes it super hard, adds more Pokemon, adds more content, even changes the story up a little bit. It also adds some more features. The main thing is it makes the gyms and just everything super hard. The gyms are actually designed, not to be made for kids. Every gym leader has 6 Pokemon. It's actually, there's type variation. They know how to fight.
Dude, I need a challenge. So.
I think you would like it.
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, if you find out more about it, let me know for sure.
The thing is you don't have a modded Switch, do you?
No.
So you wouldn't be able to play it on Switch. I would.
Oh.
You could probably play it on an emulator, given you have a PC strong enough to run a Switch emulator.
I kind of doubt I do.
I mean, it'd be worth a try. Me personally, I have my hack Switch, but I also have that switched overclock, so I think it could run the mod. If it's even possible to install that mod on the Switch. That may be something I experiment with later today, but I don't know. I want to finish this game before I move on. I need to relearn how to be good at Pokemon. I rewatched my stream last night and I relearned quite a bit.
I said I wasn't going to hop back on PC, but if you want to do some Showdown, I could.
Nah, I want to progress this for now. Another time though, definitely. Because I remember playing in the Pixelmon server, if I ever beat you, it was only like once.
I think I fought you with the troll team once. Or just a random mono type team I was going to use for a tournament or something. And lost. But
I think that was the only reason you lost, because it was a mono type team. Mine was partially mono, but, all my Pokemon had dual typing, so I don't say it counts.
Oh, yeah. Mono, yeah, it does. Monotype is they share at least one type. All of them do. So yours were all water something. So it was a true monotype team. But I think I fought you with a ghost mono. With like a Chandelure and stuff, and you ended up beating me.
Most time we fought, though, I lost.
I don't. Yeah, I honestly don't remember. It's been so long.
So sewers are drained right now. It changes on season if I remember correctly. It's gonna be a double battle? Yes. Cool.
Oh, you're actually a little bit under-leveled, ever so slightly.
Yep, I sure am. There was only one area I was able to access that actually had Pokemon to train with, and it was like a ground area. Ground and rock
So
typings are different,
that third
right?
area,
Yeah.
that's putting a Firestone as a hidden item to evolve your Growlithe.
How do you get it?
It's a hidden item, so you'd have to get the, oh, I forget what it's called. Just Rock Smash it, that should kill it.
Yeah, you're right. They're normal types.
But, man, I forget, in all honesty. I forget what the item's called on here, but it's a hidden item. So, do you remember the older games like the Dowsing Rods?
I think
Where you
so.
would have the two rods and then they would light up and then go and then eventually cross whenever you find the item.
Oh, that motherfucker
That
didn't
was right
die.
at your feet or whatever. I think you used detect or something. Or
Oh.
something like that.
Is it possible for me to catch Pokemon whenever my rival's following me here?
I honestly do not know.
I'm gonna try because I don't have a lot of these Pokemon. So my grass,
Flappy would be good for this one.
my grass type here. I looked at its stats and it has most of its moves except Tackle are special attacks, but its special attack stat is super low. Comparatively, anyway.
Yeah. That's what Levani is good, but I don't just in general your bug types are kind of weak, and that's a grass bug.
Yeah, so its primary typing is grass then, right?
It doesn't matter, it's still
Both.
part bug.
Okay. Individual values are always the same for each Pokemon, right?
No.
How do they work then?
So each stat that is actually a really OP move. If you can get him down, if you can survive on 1 HP, that's a 200 power move.
Okay, so it's like whenever I get low health, use this and it's better.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, and one
That
health
seems...
is equal to 200 power.
So you get like a really high defensive Pokemon that can have its health whittled down as low as possible without dying. Okay.
Or here's the thing. You remember me talking about Sneasler being OP yesterday? It gets in... Oh, get rid of Odor Sleuth if you want that move.
I kind of do.
But
I don't know. Can I turn this Pokemon into more of a tanky one easily?
No, but here's the thing. Depending on your setup, it's easier to make them weaker. Get a super fast Pokemon, which I don't know what Arcanine's speed stat is right off.
No, I'll keep what I got.
But, yeah, but for Sneasler, he has like 200 something speed if you're running Adamant Nature, which isn't high, but he gets a ability called Unburden, which whenever your item gets used, it'll double your speed. And you
No.
set him up with a focus sash. So he'll always live on 1 HP if he gets one shot. You drop his HP, defense, and special defense all the way to 0 for IVs. If you can customize it or breed for it, and make him a glass cannon so he can get one shot easy. Turn 1, use Sword Stance, so it doubles your attack, and he has almost a 400 attack when maxed out fully. So that takes him to almost 800 attack. Then you get your double speed, which takes you up to about 400 speed, if I remember correctly. And reverse 200 power move. But I found out how strong that move actually is thanks to him. I also just noticed something. You need to change the time on your DS because of the time change. It's now off by an hour.
Yeah, I do. I don't remember how to do it in game.
Yeah, I just happened to notice that.
Um,
So
hmm.
I was thinking about it. You might not have the ground gym leader in Black 2. I don't remember if he's still a thing or because the poison gem was not a thing in Black 1. I honestly don't remember which one gets taken out and replaced.
Hmm.
What you looking at?
Nothing yet. I was working on adding a display capture.
Uh,
That's good-ish. Um, there we go. All right. May not be able to hear this, but that doesn't really matter. This was my Elite Four battle in Scarlet and Violet.
hang on a second. I gotta switch over to the stream because all I see is the game on Discord. So give me just a second.
Oh, that's what I was streaming on Discord? That's gross. Here, let me stream the right thing.
Oh, okay.
It could be laggy.
Yeah, it looks alright.
Anyway, you'll see my team, but not her. That's not what I wanted to show. Where is it? Further. This guy. This dude almost wiped my whole fucking team.
Oh, Larry. He's the easiest of them.
I think it was him. That or it was the guy after him. No, I don't think it was Larry.
I was gonna say Larry just uses flying types.
Yeah, no, Larry was. No, it wasn't Larry. It was the guy after Larry. I was the final Elite Four member anyway. Then like the top champion after the Elite Four, she was like piss easy.
Yeah, I will admit he was the hardest for me as well.
His last Pokemon is what did it. Like I was good until I got to that. I was also like massively over leveled. Like I was 10 to 15 levels over the Elite Four on all my
I
Pokemon.
think I was at like level 60 and lower.
I was 75 and 80.
Yeah.
But even being that high of a level, his last Pokemon like almost sweeped my entire team.
Yeah, I forget what his team is. The Noivern, that one's not too hard. Quad weak to ice. Being dragon flying. Which, I don't think I had a ice type. But I did have a fairy type, so it wasn't too bad to take out. I also have my own Noivern, but I don't think I actually used him. What ability did your Cyrilege have?
What do you mean ability?
Was it just his normal ability, or did he happen to have his hidden ability?
I don't remember. I'll be honest, I don't even know what ability you're talking about. Like, explain what an ability is and how it works. I might be able to tell you.
So, you know how, like, whenever your Growlithe goes in, the Intimidate thing pops up?
Oh, that thing? Yeah, I don't know what my Cyrilege is.
That's his ability for that.
I don't remember.
Because he has weak armor and something else, which I forget what the other one is. But weak armor, whenever he gets hit with a physical attack, it drops his defense, but raises his speed.
I think that's the one I would have gone for, because I was turning my Cyrilege into a glass cannon. I wanted him to be super speedy, but also hit really hard. He had, like, no defense, though.
But a lot of people, instead of running Nightshade, would be running something like a Sword Stance. Just to get that extra attack boost for that healing, so you could out-hit other stuff. As long as you could live the hit.
No, my thing with Ceruledge was trying to be faster than everybody and hitting so hard I could just sweep teams. The only thing I think that would get around that was priority moves.
Yeah, that are super effective.
Really? Super effective always goes first?
No. But, like, on a beginning turn, with him being such a glass cannon, they could just get in there and one-shot you before you actually get a chance to set up would be the other thing.
See, every other Elite Four member I was able to sweep up until this guy. His final Pokemon, though, like I said, he sweeps almost my entire team. He flipped the tables.
Yeah, I forget what Pokemon gives me trouble. Or gave me trouble, I should say, with my team. Well, I think it was kind of a combination of all of them.
I think the biggest thing that helped me in this fight was the fact that my 6th member was a Dragon type, and his are Dragon types. Because if I remember, Dragon types are only weak to other Dragon types, right? Or in Fairy or something.
Yeah, Dragon, Fairy, Ice.
And Ice, yeah.
Those are the 3 weaknesses. This guy's also quad weak to Ice, being Dragon Grass.
Yeah, but I had no Ice types on my team.
Yeah, I noticed that. But just saying for future.
I almost never have Ice type. I can't ever think of a run where I've had an Ice type before. Not a single Ice type Pokemon. Or even
this guy was a little bit of a pain. Because it gets rid of his Ice weakness being Ice Dragon. But he still ain't too bad. But you are running out of Bitter Blade, so there goes your healing whenever that happens. Oh, this was his last.
Yeah. And this is what wiped me. But my thing is was he just faster, or is this a priority move? Oh no, I went first.
Yeah.
Tanked it. Thing. That's
Dragon
right.
Resist. And then that's his ability. So that gave him a attack boost there whenever you did that. And then that's his signature move. Yeah, if I remember correctly, water, fire, grass, and electric are all resisted or Dragon Resist all of them.
I tried to use counter here, but I didn't live it, so I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a good call to use counter on that, if you
did
survive it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But the thing is, Quackers was also a glass cannon for me.
Yeah, your dodge fund is a fairy type, so that would have been a good counter if you had it.
Here I use fly, because I know this happens. I know he hits me after, but I was just trying to get him weak enough because I knew it was his last Pokemon.
I think I ended up stalling with Garganackle using Salt Cure, if you know what that does.
No.
Salt Cure basically deals, I think it's 1/10 of their damage each turn, and then if it's either 1/10 or 1/8 of their health, it deals at the end of each turn. And if it is a water or steel type, it doubles it, I believe, or something. It either does 20% or 25%, I think, depending on if it's a 10th or 8th.
Hold on.
Damage. So,
I will be back in quite a while. Okay, I'm back faster than I thought I would be. But I am going to end the stream for a little while, and I'm gonna go downstairs. My family wants me for a little while. When I get back, I'll start streaming again. I don't know if you'll be on. I know you're sick.
Yeah, I felt fucking great yesterday and just feel like
It just
shit
tanked?
today.
Well, sorry to hear that.
Well, the bad part, it was getting better too. And then I ran out, or well, I don't want to say I ran out because I still had one, but my good medicine I ran out of, and my other just isn't doing nowhere near as good. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be on or not, but if I happen to.
Alrighty. I'll be in VC. I hope my audio stuff doesn't break again for stream. That sucked to set up over and over. I think it's gonna be a problem every time I stream. I don't know why. It might be the virtual cable. Yeah, it did. How I had to fix it for my mic is I had to add another audio source for the cable output, which is not something I had to do yesterday. I don't know why the mic keeps breaking. It might be the virtual cable. I don't know, but it's not the only thing that breaks. It's also the application streams. But that is a beta feature of OBS, so we'll see. I don't even know how long I was streaming for. What time is it? I would say almost 2 hours, maybe an hour. We'll see. I'll see it when I end the stream.